the two owls that stop at a hollow where they see an owl and Primrose tending to an egg. Ma, it's me, Eglantine. Ginger and I are here to rescue you. Prim, I'm here. I'm glad to see that you're okay. Eglantine. Yes, I am happy to see you too. Can you two fly? We can find Da and bring you three back to the tree right away. Darling, I'd love to, but the guardians are likely coming here anyways. We should wait for them. In the meantime, you and this young owl can tend to the egg while Ginger and I search for your father. Okay, be careful. Ginger nods and flies away with the owl. Primrose sits on the egg while Eglantine plucks down from her chest. Eglantine, are you okay? Yes. I'm sorry. I should have seen it sooner. Seen what? The Purons are manipulating you. Ginger has you hooked on the idea that your Ma is really here. Ma is here. Ma and Da. They're protecting you from the pure ones. Egg, I know how you feel. I wish every single day that my Ma and Da were alive. Sometimes in my dreams, I wake up and I'm back in my hollow. Even here, I hear them asking me to stay. I want nothing more than to stay here, to live out the fantasy of Ma, Da, my brother and sister being alive, but I can't because this is a fantasy. And in the real world, where we're needed right now, they're gone and it stinks. It stinks living without them, to hit every milestone I have without them, to have this empty hole in my heart that'll never truly be filled. But I keep going. We all keep going because our families would not want us to stay here and live out this fantasy. They want us to keep living. I feel it deep down in my gizzard, and I know you do too. I know you find it weird that she calls you darling and not egg. I know you find it weird that you haven't seen your Da at all. I know you find it weird that she's not more excited about seeing you again. And I know you're trying to fight against this illusion. Egg, fight it. You're not alone. We all went through the same thing, so fight it. Eglantine pauses, then continues adding down to the nest. Cut to the guardians who are flying to the tree. Bubo is carrying a bucket full of embers. Remember, while the Mirror Lakes are full of lakes, there's one particular lake, which is the source of the magical fog. You'll know which one it is. Soren, Gilvy, Twilight, Digger, Bubo, you'll find the lake and destroy the fog. Wait, if it's that simple, then why haven't you done it? The fog's magic gets stronger the closer you are to the source. You'd need a particularly strong will to get to it. Since you've already gotten through it, you four are our best bet. Ruby, Otalissa, you two will lead a small group of owls to find any owls that might have been trapped in the forest. Martin, you'll help us fend off the pure ones and save our comrades. But what about the monster? Monster? What is this monster you young'uns keep talking about? Last time we were here, my brother's scream mentioned a monster sealed in the Mirror Lakes. Oh, that. Yeah, that was Myra. She got sealed in there for a short while. That doesn't make me feel better, sir. I don't think it's supposed to. Get ready, we're here. The owls split off into their groups, then plunge into the fog. Cut to Eglantine and Primrose. The owl from earlier returns to the hollow with Ginger. Noctis will be here shortly, darling. In the meantime, let us relax here. Okay, Ma. Let's tell your Ma all about Gahul, Eglantine. Okay. Wait, before you do that, could you sing the Centipede song? Centipede song? Why would we do that? Egg's been pretty down lately. I'm sure it'll cheer her up. Claude even liked to hum a few verses, right? Besides, I've been dying to hear your voice. Yes, Ma's voice. It has been a long time. Fine. Darling, how about we let your friend start us off? Okay. What gives a wriggle and makes you giggle when you eat 'em? Whose weensy little feet make my heart really beat? Why, it's those creepy little crawlies that make me feel so jolly. For the darling centipede, my favorite buggy feed. I always want some more. That's the insect I adore. More than beetles, more than crickets, which at times give me the hiccups. I crave only to feed on a juicy centipede, and I shall be happy forevermore. Yes, a very lovely song. I can see why Claude loved it. Claude didn't like it though. He liked songs of war. Oh, yes, of course. Ma, you haven't asked me about Soren. Why haven't you asked me about Soren? I'm sure Soren's fine. But you and Da spent so long thinking that Soren was dead. Also, why didn't you tell Soren that you were alive? He could have come for you. Egg, you're overthinking it. Get some rest. Come on. Eggleton stares at Ginger, then at the owl, then remembers when Primrose was captured. She remembers Primrose eating something and getting dizzy. Pierre wants to come and take her away. Then Ginger attacks a bunch of animals. You set all this up. The camera pans to the owl posing as Morella to reveal that it's Naira. What are you talking about, darling? Don't call me darling! Eglantine pounces onto Naira, then looks at Primrose. Prim, the egg! Primrose grabs the egg and dashes out of the hollow while Eglantine flies behind her. We have to keep the egg away from the pure ones. Prim, do you remember how to get out of here? No, the fog's so thick. I hear my mom and dog calling for me. Me too. Let's fly low. They'll have a harder time spotting us down below. Primrose nods and follows her friend to the ground. Cut to Soren and the others. Bubo stops flying and promptly lands. Bubo, are you okay? Yes, I'm sorry. Looks like I'm starting to get sucked into the magic of the fog. It's okay. Take a break. We can go through. Good. The lake should be up ahead. My, you four sure are strong. We're only strong thanks to the Guardians. You've all helped us this far. Bubo smiles and goes into a trance. Come on, guys. Grab an ember. We're about to get in trance, too. The owls nod and grab an ember, then fly away from Bubo. Cut to Naira and Ginger as they fly through the fog. Lady Naira, how shall we find them? The same way I have protected us from the fog. My hag's fiend self can control it, for it is our power that birthed it through the birth wars. I just need to give a little order and it'll make them release the egg. And what of the Guardians? They'll be entranced before long. Like little moths to a flame. They couldn't help but try to save their members. Now, let us save my egg. Naira's eyes glow red. Cut to Eglantine and Primrose. They land on the ground, exhausted. Just a little longer. It feels like we're going in circles. I keep seeing things. Prim, how did you stop seeing things? It took all of my willpower not to fall into a trance. I don't know how much longer I can go on. Primrose starts to fall into a trance. Eglantine sees this and tries to nudge her awake, but then she sees a vision of her ma, Da, Soren, and Claude in their old hollow. Good, Eglantine's awake. We were getting a little worried. Ma, Da, are you okay? You were really sick. You kept saying weird things in your sleep. Soren, where's Naira? Naira? Claude's mate. I don't have a mate, silly. Oh, Primrose and the others are going to be so excited when they hear that you're awake. Yeah, Mrs. P really wanted to come and help, but she needed to stay at the tree for a while. We can go and visit her later. Cut to Otalissa and Ruby. They and their group are beginning to succumb to the magic. Are you okay, Otalissa? Yeah, I just keep on seeing Struma tell me how proud she is of me. We already knew that. I keep seeing my mom down myself. How come you aren't succumbing like me? I think different owls succumb differently. Diggo said that it took him longer to succumb because he wanted to see the world. Or maybe I really am just a weak-willed owl. Otalissa falls into a trance and lands on a branch, prompting the others to land with her. Come on, guys, hurry. Ruby also falls into a trance. Cut back to Eglantine. She's still in her hollow. No, I remember. I remember that Clyde killed Ma and Da. He let the pure ones. He kicked Soren out of the nest. Oh, wow. Sounds like you had some really nasty daymares. It's okay, Egg. It's all over now. Yes, you're home now. I'm home. Cut to Boron and Baron's group. The owls are starting to fall into a trance as well. Boron? Yes. Do you ever wonder what it would be like? Living forever with our friends, having just one little hatchling? Every day of my life. What would you name our little hatchling if we could have one? If she's a girl, Blythe. If he's a boy, Sebastian. Those are lovely names, my queen. That's enough, you two. Focus! But, sir, I can't. Come on, Soren. We can't hold on much longer. Cut back to Eglantine, who is starting to become entranced. Yes, you're home now. You'll only have to worry about eating. Nothing ever again. That would be nice. Do you want to sing the Centipede song? Maybe it'll make you feel better. Yes, I've always loved that song. Claude, no, none of this is real. None of this will ever be real. She bursts out of the hollow and finds herself next to Primrose. Eglantine quickly shakes her friend awake. Then the duo flies away as a pair of red lights glow in the distance. Cut to Soren and the others. As the voices get stronger, the quartet becomes more and more entranced. Just a little further. The magic's getting too strong. We won't make it. Gilfie, do you remember when we were in St. Augie's and got thrown into the moon scalding chamber? We sang the same song as we were going to the tree. Think we should try singing it? Might as well try. We don't have too many other options. The owls start singing. Have you heard the legend of Fool's New Rule? Why, yes, I've heard the legend of Fool's New Rule. From what I've heard of the legend, their wings are 16 feet long. Oh, according to the legend, they'll come and right the ancient wrong. Here's what the legend tells me, they'll come before snow's last song. Yes, according to that legend, their song will unite us all, and thus will begin the legendary ball. Oh, have you heard the legend of what this will bring? Yes, I've heard the legend of the peace that this will bring. Yes, this legend will bring lots of fire, but the legend will be forged in fire. All evil will be put through the fire, and we will gladly serve our sire, for they will make us all fly higher. The owls stop over a lake. The fog is flowing up from the lake. The four owls look at each other and nod, and drop their embers into the lake.
Trapped in there forever. You're only trying to help. Why should you be burdened with pain? It's not your responsibility. You're just little owlettes. Give us your burden. We will make it all go away. Wake up. Please. We want to help. Please, don't do this. Please. Don't know what you're doing. We can help you. We can give you whatever you want. No more war. No more death. Nothing bad will ever happen to you ever again. Please don't do this. Please, you deserve to be free. You deserve to be happy. That is what we are here for. Please. Don't do it.
Psst. Upon hitting the lake, the fog dissipates, but the trees begin to alight around them, while Boo-Boo flies over to them. What's going on? The curse was broken. The legend says that fire is like blood in the curse. We have to get out of here. They nod and follow Boo-Boo away. Cut to Eglantine and Primrose. They see the trees begin to light on fire as Nyra and Ginger find them. The light in the former's eyes go out. My beautiful nest. It's burning. Oh well. At least my little egg is safe. Hand over our future ruler, you impure runt. You are not worthy of touching it with your disgusting little talons. No! Prim, get the egg out of here. What about you? I'll hold them off. I won't be needed. A slightly singed Dotalissa rams into Nyra as Ruby and the other owls they were leading fly in front of Eglantine and Primrose. Egg, Prim, you two okay? Yeah, where are the other guardians? Right here. The other guardians, Soren and the others included, fly to them as the Pure Ones descend upon the group. Pure Ones, save the egg of your future king and queen. Do not let it fall, or your heads shall be our dinner. Primrose, fly away with the egg. We'll keep them busy. Right. As she flies away, the Pure Ones and Guardians fight. Owls from both sides grab burning branches and try hitting each other with them. Primrose weaves around the Pure Ones as the Guardians try to keep them away from her. Gilfie and Ruby zip around the Pure One soldier and scratch him with their beaks and talons before flying away, allowing Digger to hit him with a burning branch into a burning tree. Eglantine sees Ginger flying after Primrose, which prompts her to follow Ginger while Soren follows Eglantine. Ethelred bats a Pure One over to Boron and Baron, who each take a wing into a talon and tosses their enemy into the fire, while tearing some feathers out. Otalissa and Sylvana see Martin struggling to fend off two soldiers, so they zip over and slash their backs, while Martin hits one of his opponents in the eye with a flaming branch. Elven leads two Pure Ones away from the others. Just as they catch up to him, Boo-Boo shoots up and grabs one with his talons, then tosses that one into the other Pure One. Back to Eglantine. She sees Ginger chasing Primrose out of the Mirror Lakes. Eglantine goes after them. Soren tries to follow, but Nyra slams into him and tries hitting him with a branch, which he blocks with his own before dodging. As they exchange blows, Soren glances at his sister. Ginger reaches for Primrose with her talons, and is about to grab her when Eglantine impales Ginger onto her talons. Primrose looks behind herself as Eglantine throws Ginger into the fire below. Soren looks at them both with pride. Naira tries to stab Soren while he's distracted, but Twilight knocks her away from him as both armies begin to fly to the edge of the Mirror Lakes. Twilight begins to chant. You smoking now, you moon-faced owls. These flames gonna make you howl. You gonna skitter back to where you came from. and now you think you ain't so dumb. Well, just let me tell you this. You dumb as a fish, dumb as a snail, dumb as a rock, and I shall prevail. The pure ones become dizzy and slam into each other, allowing the guardians to flee. Naira tries to follow them, but Clud stops her. Sir, our egg! It's all right, Naira. We can get the child back at any time. We can't risk the egg dying. Clud! Patience. The child will hatch on the day of the lunar eclipse. We'll get them then, I promise. Even if we can't, don't forget, we were both raised by supposedly good owls, yet we're considered to be evil beings. Now, let us go and make preparations. Naira sighs and follows her maid away. The other owls follow behind her. Back to the Guardians. Eglantine explains the significance of the egg. I see, as Lorib says. Indeed, Naira herself was born during the lunar eclipse. It's considered dangerous to be born during such a time. For some reason, birds rarely hatch during this time. Only a few per generation are hatched during the eclipse. Will this owlet be the embedded owl of legend? Boron shrugs. We're not sure. Anything could be considered great good or great evil depending on the being that's affected. In truth, this little one could be an amazing soldier, a ruler, or a songwriter. Either way, taking this egg will mean war. While the rest of us prepare for the coming battle, we must assign someone to take care of the little one. I'll do it. Egg, are you sure? Won't be able to fight. It's okay, Soren. This is our niece and nephew. We have to protect them from Clud and Naira. It'll be okay. I know you'll be okay. I'm sorry I acted like you wouldn't be. I know. I'm sorry too. We'll be okay, big brother. Indeed. Now, let us go and prepare for battle. The final battle. The film ends with the Guardians flying to the tree.